Okay, it's been a while since we did one of these. R2 is back for this one. Yes, we want to thank him for all the hard work he does being the producer of all my videos, including the ongoing Bible series. So he's back here in front of the camera, which he always enjoys. Alright, so a while back, I reviewed the first two volumes in the series, the Age of Paradise and Age of Division. Well, now, I'm going to review the final two in the series. So, Age of Utopia and the Age of Nihilism. Alright. Age of Utopia. So, a couple of criticisms first off. I'm not sure if this is just my copy or if they're all like this. But as we noted in the first two volumes, in the center, you had these sections with like a bunch of full color photographs. Like, well, they're not in this one. In this one, there is no section in the middle full color. Doesn't exist. So, there's that. Also, again, I don't know if it's just my printing or if it's been fixed in later printings or whatnot, but in terms of the numbering on the footnotes, sometimes it will carry over into new chapters, sometimes it will start over in a chapter for some reason. So here's a great example. Here, page 214, 215. On page 14, it's footnote number 8. We're here on page 215, footnotes 1 and 2. So it starts the renumbering in the middle of the chapter. So yeah, again, I don't know if that was just this edition, if they fixed it more or what. So those are minor issues I have with at least my copy of the Age of Utopia. As for the content, it's like the previous two, it's pretty good. One thing I love that Father John does in this series is he gives brief biographies of the major players. So instead of just discussing the ideas, you see how they came about, the role they played in the lives of the people who held them. So that's really great. I really enjoy that. So Age of Utopia covers basically from the Renaissance to Russian Revolution. So it discusses the rise of secular humanism and the increasing distance in the West from God. So that's a great discussion here in that. And it shows how that played a role in forging the New World, like the ideologies leading to the American Revolution, the French Revolution, neocolonialism, and of course culminating in the Great War. Of course, one of the ideas that came out of this was Marxism and the role that would play in the Russian Revolution. So that's the Age of Utopia. Final volume is the Age of Nihilism. And fortunately for this one, they went back to having that nice section in the middle of the book with the full color photos showing the topics at hand discussed in the book. So I'm glad they brought this back for the final volume. Again, I don't know if maybe they put it, if it was just my copy of the Age of Utopia, if it's an earlier printing or a later printing, or they took it out, but it wasn't in mine. But it is in my Age of Nihilism. So 3 of the 4 copies books in the series have the full color section in them, which I really like. And I didn't notice any issues with the footnotes in this one. So there's that. Okay, now then, what do I like most about this book? That's right, he's got it. So he starts this one off with 2 people who basically saw nihilism coming, which would be Nietzsche and Dostoevsky. So again, brief biographies of both of them and their role in basically making known the ideology and what the consequences would be and the likes of that. Spoiler alert, he thinks Dostoevsky got it right. So yeah, so it begins with that, what nihilism is, its role in the life of Nietzsche and Dostoevsky, and then how it plays out in the 20th century. So basically, once you embrace nihilism, it's very easy to get not only Stalinism, but Nazism, and even modern liberalism, which has morphed into wokeism. I don't believe he used that term, but I'm going to use it because that's the term. That's why they use for it. So basically, it chronicles the bloodshed of the 20th century, and to the 21st century. It ends with the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Now that's a logical continuation of the nihilist legacy of the 20th century. So overall, a fantastic series. I would recommend getting the whole series. I'll put a link in the description. So here's that's the full set. So Paradise, Division, Utopia, and Nihilism. Basically, a history of the church from Pentecost to the culture wars. So it's a very good series. I know he's made some minor mistakes here and there. I'll link to a review of this by Dr. Cyril Gary Jenkins, particularly on the second volume of the series. But overall, there's a lot of good information here. I like some of his theses, particularly his one in the second book about how the Protestant Reformation it was a counter-reformation reacting to earlier papal reformations. So he's got a lot of great ideas in the books, and they're fascinating reads. So if you're a fan of church history, I say pick up the whole set and read them. You won't be disappointed. All right. Anything else, R2? I'll try. All right. So as always, like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the good stuff. Comment, share, feed the algorithm. Much appreciated. Till next time.